What is the pony plug?
A lot of people would have a lot of different answers to that. Pony plug for me is just it's a lot, man. It's something I really care about, something that it's people, it's a community, it's Zed. More importantly, um, it's about giving back. If people don't know about me and where I come from, I did not have Instagram. I did not have Twitter. I actually have huge social anxiety. I never like streaming or anything like that before Zed. I I was volunteering at like, my long story is I had some like crazy bad shit happen to me like in my personal life, and I had to like bounce back. I had like substance abuse and stuff like that, and I had to like turn my life around. The reason how I did that is I just started volunteering at this children's hospital, and as much as I was volunteering for them, these kids saved my life. Like being able to go there every day, not every day. I went once a week. I'm not a saint, but I went there. I was hanging out with them. They just brought like a joy to my eye. And then COVID hit, and the first thing that they got rid of was obviously volunteers, because you can't have random people going in with these kids, obviously. And yo, what volunteering did for me, I didn't realize until I couldn't do it anymore. Like not having that once a week of being able to get the perspective of, like I was walking in fights with like my girlfriend, with my parents, like arguments with my friends, and like these kids were in there sick with these diseases, and just had these smiles on their faces playing like these games, and it was just like one of the greatest life-changing things that I've ever done. And then when I couldn't do that, I started this again out of nowhere, this Instagram live with my buddy on his Instagram account where he had like 20,000 followers, and we got it up to like 250,000 followers. And all I did was Instagram lives were like 2 or 3 times a week. I talked to nonprofits and people giving back in that space, and just kind of having conversations like that with them, just like we're doing, just back and forth, trying to make it somewhat relatable. And then that went on for a year. And then I got into Top Shot and I got into the NFT craze, and I started, having a lot of fun with that, all while still doing my Instagram live show. And then all still while talking to the nonprofits and stuff like that. Then as I got more and more into Zed, I teamed up with Stanley. I teamed up with Lucky Jack. Lucky Jack wanted to stream. Now that I had a year with Instagram, I was like, screw it. I don't have a Twitch. I'll make a Twitch. Let's just stream horses. So Pony Plug at that point became a me, Lucky Jack, and Stanley. We're just streaming some horses, having fun while I was still doing my other Instagram live. And then like it just came to me one day. I was like, let me try and like bring these two worlds together. Let's bring the degenerate gamblers with, the people that want to do good. Because honestly, the degens and the people, the gamblers, like it's a really giving community. And the gaming community, it's a very, very giving community, which is dope. So one girl that I had on, that I talked to a lot, this young woman, Brittany, has this organization, Brittany's Baskets of Hope. She has Down syndrome, and she makes baskets for families that are welcoming kids with Down syndrome to get them prepared. And I had her on the show, and we had like 50 viewers, and we raised like $8,000 for her. Which when I saw like those numbers and like the 50 viewers versus $8,000, I was like, holy shit! Like we got to keep doing this. So I started going off from like my Instagram live and bringing these people one by one onto the Zed stream, racing horses, talking to these people for a cause. We hit Brittany's, we hit this young girl, Kinsley, which was great. She's a cancer survivor and she's big into horses. So when she was watching the horses run, it was amazing. I don't know if you know Painted Ponies, but his son, Alex, at the time was a cancer survivor. So we got to talk to him. Unfortunately, got into remission, a few months later. So he's dealing with that now. But it kind of just turned into, we raised money for a lot of people. And then we found Extra Life, which Extra Life went right back to the beginning of what I did, which was helping sick kids. No less polarizing cause than helping sick kids. I truly mean that. So Extra Life just deals with the children's hospitals. So instead of raising for a bunch of different foundations, we found a single one where we raise all of our money to, and all the money goes there. And legit, everything we do is a passive income stream for charity. The tournaments we're talking about, how we've done them so far is about an 85-15 prize money to charity rake. So 85% of the entry fee gets put back into whoever enters the tournament. And the tournaments are usually, they were 3 days. It was first day, there was a cut of half. Second day, there was a cut of half. And the third day, the top 10% would get paid out of that 85%. And then the other 15 would go to charity. And it was just a simple way to give back. And I really loved everyone that was willing to enter the tournaments, because it was almost the opposite of juicing prize pools. It was like devaluing them, where people knew only 85% of the prize field was getting paid back to them. So they knew that it was really for charity. It was to really have a great time. It's not like our tournaments were competitive, but these ones are on like a next level. For us, we saw it more as we fit the need at the time of needing to put on the tournaments. But now that you have these great establishments like Zombie, like Zed themselves, putting them on, we've just became more, of a fun stream. Everyone, I suggest that everyone, if you want to try it. It's so much fun. I can see that you have so much fun doing it. We just watched the horses on Tuesday. We have stable duels, which it's probably my favorite thing to do personally. We got to get you on that. We got to get you on that. I'll put you on the next 4. GVG's up, and then we're on to the next 4. I'll get you on that with Archibald. You guys will be 2 of the next 4. I absolutely love that. I'm always thinking of like I knew when we did tournaments, they were not going to be forever. Like they were always someone was eventually going to take that. I think stable duels is a forever thing, for something that I could see myself really only doing. Like I stream 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes even more. In a perfect world, I think I'm just going to probably be doing stable duels. I'm not someone who, needs to, I think everyone's slowly kind of figuring out like specifically what they do as more and more people come in. Like people were just streaming to fit needs and doing stuff to fit needs and stuff like that. We're always going to be more of like, we don't have our shit together. We shouldn't be putting on tournaments. We shouldn't be doing stuff like that. We're just, entertaining, watching horses, watch them run. Stanley and Doughboy, Tish, Lucky Jack. But again, it's a community. Anyone that ever wants to stream or wants to pop up is more like, is free to come on. It's so funny when people like ask me the question, like, what is PonyPlug? And I know I just went on a freaking 15-minute rant, but it's so tough for me to answer with a specific question, because I don't from the inside see it as anything more than a bunch of guys that like stream together. But like, I have like, when I'm doing this, I have a shit ton of fun. Like I can't stop talking. When I stream with Zombie, I have a lot of fun. Like it's just like those group of guys that I'm streaming with. But like I could do it with you. I can do it with anyone else. It's so much fun. And this whole space is like so much freaking fun that I always push people that reach out to me and be like, oh, should I get a mic? I'm thinking about streaming, blah, blah, blah. Like, go do it. It's a lot of fun, and you'll see quite soon that it increases what you get back from this platform so much more if you're willing to put a little bit more out there.
Yeah.